Hey there, lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie, where I love to talk all things makeup. And I'm going to be doing a full face of first impressions from the items that I got from the Ulta beauty sale. The first thing that I picked up is the NYX Pro Fix Sticks Correcting Concealer in green. And the reason that I got this is because, as you can see, I do have redness on my face, usually around my cheeks, maybe a little bit on my chin. And I am on a hunt for a good color corrector. I really wanted to try this. I am going to color correct half of my face, and then the other half I will leave bare and see how these base products cover my face. I will do my normal eye corrector on this side. I'll put all the correcting products on my left side of my face. And then I'm gonna take this color correcting stick, green, and I'm just going to use my finger and blend that in. Green is opposite on the color wheel from red. Okay, so my first thoughts on this is that it is thick, and so you don't really need a lot of product, which is nice. And I know I feel like I look kind of like the Grinch with this part of my face green and this part not. I really like it. It went on really well. It blended really easily with my skin. Give it a minute to dry down a little bit more before you go in with your base product so that it doesn't just mix in and then you have a green foundation base. I did go ahead and pick up the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer, and I got mine in Fair Light. Now, I do have oily skin, and this is not a wear test, just a first impressions here. And I got this product because I am on the hunt for just a good everyday, kind of light, nice tinted moisturizer. This side doesn't have any color corrector, and this side does have color corrector. So I'll start on this side that doesn't have any. While I was looking for the right shade, I always start out with light neutral because I do have redness in my face. And so I find that if I get a light neutral, which will cancel out those red tones just a little bit more. And quick tip, if you are going to color match yourself with a foundation, make sure you take like a little handheld mirror so that you can go to whatever window there is in Sephora or Ulta and be able to get that natural light to be able to really see how that product is sitting and looking on your face and color matching for you. Because the lights in Ulta and Sephora, we think that, oh, we've got a great color match. And then all of a sudden you go home and you're like, what the heck? Like this does not work at all for me because their lights are brighter and they're just different than our home lights. Going over to that window and holding up your mirror and being able to see how it looks is really going to give you the most natural look so that you don't have to, return that product and think that it doesn't work and you're all frustrated with it. I probably ran back and forth like a dozen different times trying to see if I was color matching correctly, and also give a few minutes in between. Like I would wait 5 or 10 minutes. So maybe you're walking around the store with half of your face, because you want to make sure to get a really big area with that product on it so that you can really tell if it works for you or not, that color match. Wait 5 to 10 minutes and see if it will oxidize, because if it does, then you need to go a shade lighter. All right, so this is applying really beautifully on my skin, actually. And even on this side that I don't have the color correcting concealer on it, it really actually evened out my skin tone like perfectly. So I wouldn't even need this color corrector on this side, but this side, it just makes it like very flat, very neutral, which is okay. I really like both sides. I mean, this side definitely like the pink and redness in my skin shines through a lot more. But on this side, it is very one note, giving me a very flat slate to work with. And I mean, this is very dewy and very glowy, but it's so beautiful. I feel really healthy wearing this. Now, as an oily skin person, I know I'm definitely going to want to powder in targeted areas so that I don't look like a grease ball. I'm really curious to do a wear test on it and see how it lasts me all day. And I will say, like, it is still slightly wet and tacky, so it doesn't dry down. So be mindful of that. If you live in a windy area like I do, then your hair is going to be sticking to your face a little bit more. unless you just don't go outside. I mean, look at the glow on that. That is just a beautiful finish, and the color match is absolutely perfection. So next I'm going to come in with the Bye Bye Dark Spots Concealer and Serum from It Cosmetics, and I got mine in light neutral. This one does come with a brush, which I will attempt to use. Generally, these brushes are just for when you are in a pinch and forgot a brush, or you just didn't have anything else on hand. I mean, it's a brush. It's a little bit pokey. I would honestly probably just use my fingers instead of using that brush. But if you don't want to get your hands dirty, I mean, that's a really great option. Okay, so this side, I didn't have any color corrector in the corner of my eye, and this side I did. I want to see how my blue and purple circles shine through on this. But this is like just as glowy and healthy as this tinted moisturizer. And I'm really, really liking this look. And now that we're going into the drier months of winter and fall, this is where that healthy glow is going to really help our skin that gets a little bit drier as the season does, right? Because in the summertime, this might melt off of me with having oily skin. I mean, it's trying to crease a little bit, but I haven't set it with powder. I mean, really, like, it covered up my dark circles decently well. They're still kind of there, so I would still definitely use my color corrector in the corner of my eye, that peach. But if I was without it, this would let my natural skin shine through, but also helping cover that up a little bit. And my eyes just look really healthy. I mean, overall, my skin just looks so healthy with this combination. This might be my new favorite combination. Next, one of the things I'm super excited for, I mean, I'm excited about all of these products, honestly, is the It Bye Bye Pores Poreless Finish Airbrush Powder. I love a good powder with being oily, and even if you're not oily, powder can really help set your makeup to last a lot longer. I'm always very interested in products that say bye bye pores, because I have massive pores right here. I used to be super self-conscious of them, but now I have just learned to embrace them and that they are part of my skin. This does come with a little puff here. This is a really small little container here, definitely smaller than my Huda Beauty. This is 0.23 ounces. But when I felt this in Ulta, like, it was so silky soft. So I really hope it does make my pores go bye-bye. I do love the Huda Beauty, and this is in translucent. This sticker is kind of annoying though. It doesn't like to come off. I love my Huda Beauty powder. That is the Easy Bake powder. I mean, that is just a fantastic product. But I will say, with having this be a smaller container than my Huda Beauty one, that does make it a little bit nicer for wanting to travel with it. Just taking a little bit of this powder, yeah, I mean, like, so silky soft. I mean, like, the silkiest thing, if you can think of running silk between your fingers, this is what that feels like. I'm going to put a little bit on my puff here, and then I'm going to work that into the puff. And then I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my concealer is not creasing before I come in and set that, and my T-zone. I mean, this is a really, really lightweight powder. Here's a moment of truth. Is it going to make my pores go away? I will say it is giving me a little bit of a white cast around my nose, and that is looking powdery. Not my favorite there, but we'll see. I mean, it did minimize my pores significantly, like super significantly. Maybe I'm just putting too much on with the powder puff. Let's try it with a brush on this side. Okay, not as bad, powdery looking, but I will say using the puff definitely made my pores look smaller, whereas this side you can still see my pores. A powder I'll have to keep coming back to and trying to see if it works maybe with different products, because I am also using it with I mean, look how much it took away that glow and that shine. Like, I am glowy and then matte. My T-zone where I put that powder. I definitely want to use a lighter weight powder so that it's not mattifying this Smashbox product too much. because it has such beautiful glow. Like, I don't want to take away from that, but I will keep using that product because it did minimize my pores. I mean, it did its job. And it says that it can be used over makeup or on bare skin. That might be really interesting. Okay, the last product that I have to try here is the Too Faced Killer Liner in Storm. So this is supposed to be 36-hour, non-flaking, transfer-resistant, total control, waterproof eyeliner. And it is a gel eyeliner. You're supposed to be able to get razor sharp lines. I went ahead and picked up Storm because I already have black and brown, and so I really wanted to see what this charcoaly color can do. It's supposed to be waterproof. I want to go ahead and I'm going to tightline with this, and then I'm also going to see what kind of line that I can get with it. So maybe I'm going to go ahead and use my flat shader brush, but first I'm going to see how this draws on, and then I want to smudge it with my shader brush. That is smudging pretty well. Glides on really smoothly. This color is actually really pretty. It's like a charcoaly kind of gray color. It is really soft. It's not a super stiff eyeliner. I mean, that is really, really pretty. Now I'm going to tightline with that. Gorgeous. I'm definitely gonna have to do a wear test. So I'm curious to see how long it wears and if it transfers from, my tight line to my waterline. But a really pretty color. It's a lot softer than black, which I really like, because sometimes, I'm feeling softer with black, but not quite brown. And this really gives me that look right there. Okay, so I went ahead and finished off the look with a little bit of mascara and some lip liner and lipstick. First impressions, concealer has creased on my eyelid, and a little bit under my eye, but it's actually looking super, super good. And I just wonder if it's creasing more because of this powder is maybe not quite the best setting powder, because this eye is looking super good and like hardly any creasing. So I'm really excited to do a wear test, and my face is still like glowy and really beautiful from that Smashbox Halo Tinted Moisturizer. And I'm really liking that charcoaly gray eyeliner. It's actually really enhancing my blue eyes super well. And so far, it's not going anywhere. And my pores are still looking really teeny tiny on this side of my face that I use that powder puff. And then on this side, like they're set, but they're not looking tiny like this side, like almost completely gone. So far, really loving these two products. I'll have to keep working with the powder and the eyeliner. I mean, so far seems to be really awesome. What I will say too is that this color corrector worked awesomely. I am not seeing any green underneath, and where I did put it, it really just canceled out everything super perfectly. So I'm curious to see how this will wear as well. But I hope that you enjoyed this first impressions video. If you did, and you're interested in some eyeliner styles for hooded eyes, like I was able to achieve here, then you'll want to go ahead and check out this video here, and I'll see you in that one. Bye!